What's going on, y'all? I hope everybody out there is happy and healthy on this Monday, and we're going to jump right into this video because I want to talk about what's going down in Los Angeles right now, because those Mexican brothers and sisters are standing on business. Also the Latinos too, but those Mexican brothers and sisters are just like, yo, we're with the shit. Now, as we all know, ICE is in Los Angeles snatching up illegals, separating individuals from their families. And of course, those people are not going to take this lying down. So they took to the streets, and what was supposed to be a peaceful protest has turned into a firestorm out there. Borderline Armageddon, right? Now, it's gotten so bad out there in the past couple of days that Trump sent 2,000 National Guards to LA to try to get it under control. But the mayor, Miss Karen Bass, and also the governor, Gavin Newsom, they're saying that this was a bad idea because it's only going to make the situation worse, and that they had it under control. Now, there's also word, if need be, they have 500 Marines waiting in the wings to take over LA if they have to, and we know where that's going to take it to if the Marines have to come into play here. Now, from the content that I've seen posted on social media as it pertains to Los Angeles, I really don't think those Mexican brothers and sisters care who the hell they send to Los Angeles. They're going to stand on business. Now, of course, there's a lot of speculation on why this protest went left, and one of the narratives that are being pushed out there is that a lot of people are saying that ICE actually provoked it. They're saying that everything was going good until ICE rolled up and just started busting rubber bullets into the crowd and launching tear gas and spraying mace. And in a nutshell, that is what prompted the protesters to get gully with the local police and also ICE. And so there's also this sentiment out there that this was a strategic, concocted plan by the Democrats, and that this is all staged by them, and this is what the Democrats do, or whatever the case may be. And so there's so many narratives that are being pushed out there, but I did notice that my people, the only thing y'all are pushing is the microwave button to pop you a bag of popcorn, just to kick back, maybe pour you a little bit of your favorite beverage, you know what I'm saying, just to enjoy the show. But what I want to do right now is implement some clips as it pertains to this protest that's going down in Los Angeles. I want you guys to check it out, and I'll be back to close the video.
We were at a stoplight on the other side of Paramount, right? Over there on Alondra. When out of nowhere, in the stop, immigration agents, ICE, all that came, you know, they came dressed up in all their military gear, and they stopped traffic. When they stopped traffic, we started noticing, and I told my girl, that's immigration right there. What they started doing was they went in front of a business, a negocio, and they started raiding it. They started bringing people out in vans. Once they started doing that, that's when everybody knew, you know, what was going on. And everybody was there in the traffic jam. Everybody, right? You're stuck in your car, in your vehicle. When they saw us looking at them doing all that, that's when they started throwing tear gas. Everybody was still in their vehicles. As soon as one of the tear
you said there was, who was behind you?
Behind us, there was a woman and her young daughter. She was around 13. I kept in touch with them, and as we speak, she's in the hospital because the tear gas bomb hit her right in the face. They were right behind us, taking notice that we're not there to protest. We were stuck at the light, right? But we're witnessing everything happening right in front of our eyes. The tear gas explodes. They come out crying out of their vehicle, and they can't breathe. They're literally on the ground, right? I have the video, I have the footage, right?
And so what do you and your girlfriend do at that point?
We get off, and we see everybody else getting off to record. Peacefully, we do not throw anything at them. We're not yelling at them. We're just recording what's going on because people deserve to know the truth. This is why you guys are here. This is because, you know, these things need to be documented. This is what they wanted. They wanted people to riot. They wanted the people to start fireworks. They wanted the people to start burning out. Why? Because this is the effect. So they can make us look bad. So they can make us seem that we're the ones causing this, that we started it. We didn't start this.
So you jump out of your car and you start recording. So what happens from there? Tell me what happens with your girlfriend.
As soon as we start recording, that's when they start pointing the tear gas guns, and they start shooting everything. Everything, everywhere. So we can't breathe, we can't see anything. She has her phone. One of the agents, I hear them go for the people with the phones. They went straight for my girlfriend. They ripped her out of my arms. They took her. They threw me. They threw me her phone. And I was like, where are you guys taking her? She's born here. Just like me, I'm a proud American. I'm a proud Mexican as well. But it's not fair that yesterday and the past months, ever since his presidency, you know, innocent people are taken from their houses, from their workplaces, you know, for no reason.
Clashes for a second day today in Los Angeles as people protested immigration arrests in the city.
We see you for what you are, a terrorist organization.
Today, immigration officers facing protests in Paramount. Chaotic protests unfolding in Los Angeles on Friday after federal immigration agents raided 7 businesses across the city.
Our friends, neighbors, and family are being kidnapped. Our kids are scared. This is the time when we show up for them, for each other.
The Department of Homeland Security saying it executed 4 federal search warrants across 3 locations. At least 44 people were arrested in Friday's raids. Community members and lawmakers coming together today to speak out against the raids.
But what happened here in Los Angeles yesterday is not unique to Los Angeles. What happened here yesterday is happening across communities in the United States.
A tense scene outside of a clothing warehouse as a crowd tried to block agents from driving away during one of the raids. Some protesters were seen throwing objects at the vehicles. Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons today criticizing LA's mayor and the LAPD for its slow response, saying ICE agents were vastly outnumbered by the protesters. The mayor saying neither she nor the LAPD had any idea the raids were going to happen.
ICE went in, they just took people away, and we just can't have this in our city, and it happened multiple places in the city, and what it does is that it sows a sense of terror throughout the community.
Those raids prompting demonstrators to gather outside of a federal building in LA, where lawyers said those detained had been taken. LAPD officers in riot gear standing shoulder to shoulder blocking the entrance to the building. Some tossing tear gas canisters to try to disperse the crowds. The Department of Homeland Security standing by the immigration raids in a statement saying, quote, ICE is now following the law as they always should have been.
So here's the latest. Donald Trump has 500 Marines right now prepared to go into Los Angeles in the midst of all the chaos that has been caused by ICE. So here's the statement from the U.S. Northern Command. Now I want to show you this highlighted part over here. Up top, it discusses the 2,000 California National Guard soldiers who have been federalized and sent into Los Angeles. But over here, this red highlighted area, it says additionally approximately 500 Marines from 2nd Battalion, 7th Marines at 29 Palms, California, are in a prepared to deploy status should they be necessary to augment and support the Department of Defense's protection of federal property and personnel efforts. And meanwhile, Donald Trump had also mentioned earlier that he's going to Camp David to meet with senior military leaders in the midst of everything going on. Trump has created an incredibly dangerous situation here in Los Angeles, and he continues to escalate. We're going to continue to follow it all. Make sure you're following our account and add the Midas Touch podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Leftists are being unproductive and destructive yet again, burning down vehicles and looting, all in the name of abolishing ICE. So not only am I thankful that we have a president that is ridding the streets of crime-ridden illegals, I'm thankful that President Trump is using every resource necessary, aka 2,000 National Guard members, because the left are unhinged. They're smashing American citizens' property, all while waving a Mexican flag, being menaces to society. What is this accomplishing? Now you are just a criminal yourself, an arsonist. And I hope every single person that is literally their own city is charged to the highest degree. The Democrats are saying, well, this many resources aren't used when there's school pew-pewers. Well, yeah, because civilians aren't attacking the police officers. Otherwise, they would bring more resources to get the job done. AKA ICE isn't able to get their job done. So now they're bringing National Guard members in. I hear the left say, no one can be illegal on stolen land. It's not stolen, it's conquered. Conquered through wars and bought through treaties, just like every other piece of land on this planet. So maybe instead of getting upset at ICE, maybe redirect that energy and get upset at the people that are entering illegally to a country, not going through the proper citizenship. Just saying.
All right, I was about ready to go to bed, but holy shit, Gavin Newsom just came out swinging at Tom Homan and Trump.
Yesterday, he did not rule out literally arresting you.
Yep.
Nor Mayor Bass, if you interfere in his words. He said you hadn't yet.
He's a tough guy. Why doesn't he do that? He knows where to find me. But you know what? Let your hands off 4-year-olds that are trying to get educated. Let your hands off these poor people who are just trying to live their lives, man. Trying to live their lives, paying their taxes, been here 10 years. The fear, the horror. The hell is this guy? Come after me, arrest me. Let's just get it over with. Tough guy. You know, I don't give a damn. But I care about my community. I care about this community. The hell are they doing? These guys need to grow up. They need to stop. and we need to push back. And I'm sorry to be so clear, but that kind of bloviating is exhausting. So, Tom, arrest me. Let's go.
To be honest, bravo. Like, about time. Just call them out. Call them out directly. Make them do it. Make America watch you arrest the actual sitting governor of California. Like, make them see you for the fascist that they are.
All right, so you guys just seen and heard all of that. It's just a very chaotic scene out in Los Angeles right now. Even Congresswoman Maxine Waters got the door slammed in her face when she tried to enter the Los Angeles Federal Building to exercise her congressional rights.
Oh, hello, Congresswoman Waters. I just came to use my congressional authority to check on visitors.
Ma'am, our lobby is secure right now to all visitors.
Excuse me, I need to get in.
Contact our public appeal.
I need to get in.
So as you can see, things are getting extremely wicked out there, and I believe there's going to be more to come. I'm just praying for the safety of everyone, especially children. I have a soft spot in my heart for children. I just want them to be safe. I don't want anything to happen to any innocent child out there, but I'm gonna draw the line here. I want you guys to feel free to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about everything that was discussed within this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel. I'll get with you guys later. Yep.